Or have you forgotten the assignment? It's good to always do assignments. And I'm not going to go back to it. So I consider it that we've done the assignment and we move on. But it's always good to do our assignments. It helps us to prepare for the next day. So welcome everyone. I'll be turning on my phone and my camera and turning it off because it's too early and where I am, they need to keep the environment clean. So when they are passing, I'll put it off a bit. All right. So we are still exploring our reset week. It's all about resetting our minds and planning for the second half of the year. And I don't know, when I said I am excited, I don't know what I'm excited about, but I feel that no matter what has happened in the first year, there is always room to grow. So today we are looking at how to design your daily life to reflect your true priorities, to reflect your goal. So you may have a goal. All of us do have goals that we've planned for the year, things that we want to achieve, our vision board, not just for the year, but this is where we are going to. But we don't do the daily activities that needs to be done to be able to achieve that. There is a need for daily activities. Like, it's not, oh, you've planned your life, but then every day becomes a chore. Like you are not intentional about how to come about that plan or that vision that you have. So it's not about setting visions, and it's not about setting your goals, but what should you be doing? What should you be doing every day? And remembering that it's a gradual process. It's not about rushing. Rushing towards something, doesn't give you an extra blessing. I used to tell them back then in the university that submitting your assignment or submitting your answer scripts first during exams doesn't make you the best, the most efficient or the best student in the class, and doesn't guarantee that you get the best grade. So why are you in a hurry? If they are giving you 2 hours, 30 minutes, why not exhaust it? Like, wait till they say submit your papers. Like, why are you in a hurry? And I don't know, but that has always been my strategy. I don't get up from the exam hall till the time is over. Even if I finish 30 minutes before, I sit there going through my work, reflecting, looking through again and again. And it helped me. There's no rush to life. Like, you see some people, they just finish answering. They did not go through it. 1 hour, they are done. That is rushing through. It doesn't come with any blessing entirely. It doesn't mean that you get all the A's. There are the people who do not even get the A's. Then why are you in a hurry to submit so that people will clap for you? Or I don't understand. And so how do we bring it to our life? What are you in a hurry for? Where are you heading to? If you are not planning, if you're not intentional, if you're not gradually growing, what are you in a hurry to do? So rushing through life has no blessing, has no particular achievement is given to you, except that exam has to do with time. There are exams that, especially aptitude tests, that your time and your accuracy matters. And then for that kind of exam, you need to be in a hurry and also answer accurately, because being in a hurry and then not answering accurately also disqualifies you. You will not get a good grade. But then as you're in a hurry, what they are checking is how much of the knowledge you have, how many things can you answer in a particular, like within a particular time. And so if you don't know the answer to this, you are jumping, and it's usually objectives. They are not theoretical questions. if you don't know the answer, you jump. You can come back to it later if there is an opportunity for that. But it also tells you that life is all about movement. Keep moving. You have opportunity to come back if it happens. If not, if you don't have opportunity, there's always 120, 30 questions that you need to answer. You keep moving. There is no like stopping, to say, oh, let me finish this at this particular. If it's a time bound assignment and you say, let me finish this one, and you end up spending 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Meanwhile, that particular question, you needed just 20 seconds for you to be able to finish and get to the final line. So you don't need to put your life in an automation. You don't need to put your life in an automation. You also, you need to be intentional about everything that you're doing. Stop reacting to things and redesigning. Redesigning means you're planning things, you are pre-informing things, you are proactive. Like, it's, I don't know. That's why I don't like emergencies. Like, and I don't also believe in emergencies, because no matter what, you have options. You have options to actually do the right thing. It's just that you chose the options and it's your choice. So when the repercussions or when the aftermath of your choice comes, you start saying, oh, it's an emergency, oh, is this one. Life is all about plan. And even if something is happening at every point in time, there's that intuition in you to look the other way or make an information or even share to say, okay, this is what is happening, but not, taking people unawares. And then, how life actually happens, or taking yourself unawares, and then it's all about emergencies. And so we are all trying to realign our time, our energy, and our space into what truly matters. What should we be focusing on? What are those things that the universe wants us to focus on? And forget about society, guilt, and fear, whatever it is, but focus on what truly matters. So I have a question for us to answer, and I want us to share in the chat just for us to set up the session properly. Please share in the chat. It's very important that we discuss this. If someone followed you around for a week, somebody who do not know you before, but followed you around for a week, and then decide to write a book titled What Matters Most to You. The article's name or the book's title is What Matters Most to You. What would they say your priorities are based on how you spend your time, your money, and your energy? What would they say that your priorities are based on how you spend your time, your money, and your energy? I'm giving us like 2 minutes to think through and respond in the chat. If you want to unmute, that's fine. I like us when we are having conversations. If someone followed you around for a week and wrote a book titled What Matters Most to You, what would they say your priorities are based on how you spend your time, your money, and your energy? What are your priorities? I'll give us like 2 minutes and then I'll check the chats. Who is ready? Share in the chat. Share. if you also think that people, because of there is no particular thing that you are focusing on, and people will feel confused, they don't even know what to share, please also share. Vicky.
Yes, ma. So just thinking about this, I think that one of the things that people that who know me may say is that I'd like I think I really like to be useful, because one of my life mantras, in fact, is the only way not to be useless is to be useful. So wherever I just find myself, I like to be useful. I like to help out and serve. Yeah.
Okay, that works. Thank you for sharing. Who else wants to share? You can pass. I'm not on video. Um, someone shared in the chat. Let me see. I'm sure one of the things the person will say is that I prioritize my growth. Okay. Any other person wants to share? If you're just coming in, we are just trying to answer some questions. Like if someone followed you around for a week and wrote a book titled What Matters Most to You, what would they say your priorities are based on how you spend your time, your money, your energy? Any other person wants to share? Okay, let's move on. Are we thinking about it, or are we not sure what people will say about us? Which one is the answer? Are we still thinking about it? It shouldn't be something that we should be thinking about, really. It should be something that comes naturally. Like what will people say that you prioritize? What would an average person say about you? Or we are shy to share? Okay, moving on.
Can I?
Okay, share. Right.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, I'm a first time caller. Oh,
Where is my bell? Jesus, you people should, you people, I said that you people should help me get bell. Okay, I'll look for bell. I'll get a small bell.
okay,
Yes,
so,
Vicky is clapping for you.
okay, yeah, so, good morning, everyone. So, usually I wouldn't have said anything, but I think this one really kind of got to me, especially when you said, even if you feel like you're not moving in any direction. So, so yeah, recently, just like last week, I also went to a place for a training, and then one of the things they said was, um, open your Instagram page. Everyone in the room, open your Instagram page, then give your phone to to the next person, the person beside you. Just swap your phones, and then let the person go through your page, and just say what, just let the person just go through it, just looking at your grid, not opening your post or anything, just going through your grid. Can the person really tell what your page is about, your business page actually? Can the person really tell what it is just by looking at it and how it's going? So I was really shy to show my own, because I was like, hey Choma, you've been all over the place. Today you are doing fashion, next week you're doing crafting, another day you are doing children, you're doing a lot of things. So I feel like there is a lot. When you feel like you have something you want to do, but then another time again I'm doing. So if someone is even going to write about me, the person might be a bit confused. Yes, you are creative. Like the person can write that, okay, she's creative, but then she's doing children, she's doing adults, she's doing crafting, she's doing teaching, she's doing so I feel like I don't know, I kind of need a better direction or more focus on something exactly, and keep at it, something like that. So yeah, that's what I want to share.
Thank you for sharing. Okay. I need to get my bells for people who wants to share the first time. We need to start ringing bells for them. But it's quite interesting what you shared. It's really quite interesting, and that's why yesterday we talked about depth. When someone asks a question, I think that was Matthias, asked a question about, you this is your vision, this is where you are going to, but then this is what is raining. You leave that thing and you focus on that particular thing that is raining, and then your page is scattered. Everybody is like you don't particularly know what you are doing. And my answer is like, find your vision. Where are you going to? What am I doing? What is that thing that I'm known for? I think that's so. When you know that thing, you could, when you build depth, you could also diversify. Just bring in other things, but still you're on the same lane, like you are doing the same thing. So it's really important, and that was one of the reasons why I said I'm deleting my Instagram page. It's just that I've not even had that time self. I've just been so focused on doing lots of other things, but I will just because lots of people have managed my Instagram page, and it's everywhere. It's like it's the same thing. People will identify immediately that I'm all about behavior change, ethics, and all that. But like different is that, like different colors, different kinds of, like it's not coordinated. There are people, you go to their page, if their color is yellow, once you look at the page, you see yellow grid. Either that they are using it to write, either they are using it to as their background. Is that there are people's page who you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave the page because, like, you don't even want to know what exactly. That's just like Choma said. Don't open the page just based on what you are seeing. What is this person saying? And that's where we need to focus on. And that's why, if you notice, I change everything I do about behavior change. Because I do leadership, I do ethics, I do well-being, I do this thing. But all of them are under behavior change. All I want to, even when I tell you about your welfare, even when I tell you about cancer, what I'm saying is change your behavior and live better. Whether it's physical behavior, whether it's mental behavior, once you change your behavior, you become, you live better, you grow, you become. And that's why I change it to behavior. And it's also tied with what I'm doing in my PhD. My PhD is in organizational behavior, even though I'm focusing in ethics. And let me tell you people what happened this morning. So I was thinking about something. I was in the bathroom thinking about that, and immediately I came out from the bathroom. I was still dressing, but I put on my ChatGPT. I use the voice sometimes for the ChatGPT because it makes it like I'm talking to someone that wants to give me advice, not like giving me a generic answer. So I said, I usually say, hi, chats, how are you? Good morning. And you see, this thing is a robot, but they also like you to appreciate them, to even treat them as human. And so it will say, hi, Flora, how are you this morning? Some, like, there's a way they will capture your thoughts. I says that I'm thinking about something. I didn't even know we are going to bring that thing up today. I told you that I'm trying to put my courses online, but that's not my it's not that's not my flair. I love teaching, but then lots of things coming up and there, and I may not necessarily be available to teach others. So I want to put some of my courses and do hybrid interactive. I mentioned it on the call someday, and so I will reach out to some of you that will be on the hybrid this thing. So they will be in the class, but I will be recording it for people to consume, and I'll sell the program, but I need audience. So I was just thinking about that, and just putting, because I've already set up one course ready, but I'm just thinking about it. And I said to ChatGPT, how do I present myself as, okay, Gab Ethics is an edtech company, do this one or this one. Like I wanted to, should I focus on the question I asked, should I focus on saying that I am an organizational behavior? No, I'm a behavior change organization, or should I say I'm an ethical leadership organization? I asked it to critique, because if you don't tell ChatGPT or this AI is to critique, they will give you, options. They will tell you, what you want to hear, because it's meant to please. But I said, critique and give me your recommendation. I mustn't follow your recommendation, but critique the two options and give me your recommendation. And it critiqued the two options. If I sound like an ethical leadership, this is the pros and these are the cons. If I sound like an organizational behavior change agent, this is the pro, this is the cons. And then I said, give him a recommendation. And he gave me a recommendation that says, don't choose one. Ethical leadership makes you a unique person in the industry, because so many people are not focusing on that. Behavior change is what the industry wants to hear. Do you get what is happening? Behavior change, they don't want to hear ethical leadership, but it makes you unique. But behavior change is what the industry wants to hear. It even told me that that's what UNICEF, that is what United Nations, because all they are thinking about, organizations are thinking about, how do I change the behavior of people, no matter what it is? So how do we merge the two? And it merged the two and gave me something like, I can't even remember till I go there. But it combined the two options. Like, don't sound one. Be that person, you love ethics, but also think about what people want to hear. So when I look at it, I'm still not confident. I'm still not satisfied with the answer, but I was also rushing out and I did not want to be doing that kind of thing on my way. So after this call, and I'll go back to ask it deep questions to arrive at something, because it's not every time. Yes, I've also decided to be calling myself behavior doctor, even though I feel like, oh, that's going to an extreme. But I want to explore that. If tomorrow I feel like changing and I change it, that means you are growing. But you need to get to a point where if somebody asks you, why are you a behavioral doctor? What kind of behavior? He said, I think about every behavior, whatever behavior that you want to change, provided it's changing your bad behavior to becoming a better person. That's what I think about. So I think about you eating well. I think about you becoming whole. I think about your well-being. I think about your ethics, character, but then I feature in different places. So if you check, please, everybody go and check my new banner on my LinkedIn, you will see that I've changed it. And instead of using somebody's as seen in Forbes magazine, I use all my organizations as seen in this. This is who I represent, but I have decided to become a behavior doctor. So you need to keep refining yourself till somebody gets to see this is what this person is about. So if people meet me, and what they will be thinking about is she talks about ethics, she talks about behavior change, she talks about leadership, all of them are in the same thing. So instead of you diversifying and becoming so many things, be one. And then from there, you've built a background, you've built like a foundation, you can now diversify into something. So the foundation I want to build now is becoming a behavior change expert. Then I could focus on ethics, because even in our school, you are doing a PhD, there's no PhD called PhD in ethics. No. But we have PhD in organizational behavior, and that's what I'm doing. And then you can specialize in ethics. And so there are words, there are SEOs that the organizations or even in industry wants to hear. And because ethics is scaring people, they may not want to hear it. So you need to find a balance. You need to find somewhere that people can always identify, and that's what you need to prioritize. So if you've not done that, you have opportunity this half of the year to redefine yourself. Who are you? What will people know you for? How do you want to show up? I don't care what people want to say about my post or about what I do, but I've decided to be this person. It's up to you to join me. It's up to you to even put me out if you don't want to be seeing my post. But there's somewhere I'm going with all these ideologies, and it's getting to the people who I want to work with. Not everybody that I want to work with, but you're getting to the people who I want to work with. So please do this assignment. If you've not done yours, please do it and actually tell yourself, this is where I want to focus on. For now, I can diversify, or can I even use that one thing that I focus on to change. And as if ChatGPT and the person I talked to, they were thinking about the same thing. Organization wants to see behavioral change models. They're not thinking about only ethics. They're not thinking about just ethics. They're thinking about behavioral change models. That means the millions I'm spending to train people, send them to top world organizations or top world schools to learn. Why is it that when they come back, they are still the same? There's no change. So how do you, some of these things are little ways of positioning yourself to become that person, to become that change. In fact, as I was coming to school this morning, there is something I put on my banner. I said, I help you build the people who build the system. I'm thinking, how do I tweak it to add in a specific way the kind of thing I'm talking about? And I'll go, it's my graphic designer that will always suffer that, because when I want to change something, I'll go back and I say, please, let's continue. So always tweak it. I told us the other day that you need to change your profile every 6 months. Or yesterday, as I was checking LinkedIn, one of the top guys said, if your LinkedIn page is not, your profile is not changed every month, you are not growing. And it's not changing it drastically. There's something that you are tweaking. There's something that you're updating. There's something that you can even change the color, the picture. Some people, they still have their student picture and they've worked 10 years. They still have their student profile. They are still in their NYC. They are still in their first job that they have, and they've changed job 5 times. You need to constantly update where you are currently. If not, people think you are not growing. People need to see growth. They need to see alignment. And that could be something you want to do for yourself. It's part of resetting. Do for yourself today. Go to your LinkedIn page. Just like Choma said, somebody asked them to go to your Instagram page. You never can tell the opportunities you will get tomorrow, and somebody is checking you out. They don't know exactly what you are doing. Who is this person? Who is this person? Have you heard that the new US, for you to get visa in US now, they've already said it categorically that they are checking all your social media platforms. So it's part of, you put it in your form. It's part of the things that they are going to check. Your social media platforms, all. And if you say you want to put one, you don't want to put it. Once they put your name, trust, they have the best algorithms in the world. They have the best AIs or whatever it is, tools. They will search whatever you are doing, everything that you're doing. And today they will go on their platform, they will see this person. Maybe you are traveling for a conference on children's fashion, and they go on your page. They see adult fashion. They see a crafting, aka hello. They see another one, say, is this person really into children work? Because it might not be, they're not just looking at the bad things that you've done. So you might think, oh, I'm not working, I'm not sending my nude picture. That's what they are looking out for. No, nobody knows what they're looking out for. They want to see that the reason why you said you are traveling, or that you even have anything to do with it. Because what people are doing now is they will go and register for one conference, and they say that they want to go and travel, and from there they will japa. They are looking at, are you really into this space? Are you teaching here? Are you working in this place? What evidence do you have? So what are you doing today? What are you doing today to make sure that everything on your social media page is aligned? Your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn. In fact, I'm going to close out my Facebook for now because I don't have the time to really make it work the way I want it to work. It's not about posting things. It's about actually and focus on LinkedIn and grow it. And then I can diversify. But I really need to like focus on growing because my clients are on LinkedIn. I know there are lots of Instagram people doing corporate things on Instagram, but maybe I could figure that out later. But I'm good when I'm writing, not doing videos. So I could write anything and put on social media on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn do not necessarily know they allow videos, but people love reading because they could be reading and also doing their work. So it's not that the Instagram, everybody go. Sometimes I feel exhausted when I go to Instagram and even Facebook. I feel drained. But I don't feel tired going on LinkedIn. I never felt tired being on LinkedIn page. I could spend an hour, 2 hours just reading people's posts and commenting and sharing ideas and liking them and following what they are saying, because it gives me more peace. And now you think about your peace. Okay. So how do you redesign yourself? So you can redesign one, reclaiming your calendar. What is in your calendar, guys? What activities are on your calendar? What are the activities on your calendar? What are you focusing on? Reimagining your routine. What are your routines? What are the things that you are doing? Every morning that you wake up, what will be the first thing that you are doing? I could stay at home. I don't have any class to teach today. I could stay at home. But I've decided to have a routine by getting up, leaving the house and coming to school. I keep meeting people every day. I keep interacting. In fact, the why people connect with me, whether I should go into fashion, say, Choma, should I join you? Why people connect more with me is because of things I wear. There is no day I come to school that somebody will not say, I love the way you dress. There's no, like, it's rare. It's rare that I come to school at the end of the day. It's either they are admiring my glasses, or they are admiring my dress or my shoe, or there is something somebody. In fact, as I was walking past 2 days ago, I was wearing this, nice kini. So I was walking past one woman. She came downstairs to actually come and meet me. She said to me that I was hoping that you come through my way so that I will see you well, because I saw your back. What was I wearing? Every day wear, but with the elegance and the shoe. As I'm not going to the class to teach anything, I should decide to wear sandals. But you dress because you don't know who you are going to meet. You don't know who you are going to meet. Imagine I came to school and one of my seniors would say, Flora, I'm not around. Please, can you get into this class and get this thing done for me? And then I say, oh ma, I did not dress for teaching, or I did not dress for meeting. So it makes sense. Like I don't just get caught unawares. You are ready, you are fully. Somebody say, come, let's go for a meeting. Let's move. Because you are ready. So reimagine your rules. What are your rules? Your calendar, your routines, and your rules. Have a routine, what you are doing. If I stay at home, it costs me less. But my routine is come to school. Yes, you spend money. Yes, come to school. But stay here. Meet people. Connect with participants coming. There is every day at Lagos Business School. If there is no program, let it be like 5 programs happening at the same time. That's excluding MBAs. There are lots of people coming from different organizations. And that's why you will not be dressing. You will not be dressing well. In fact, well, let me know if you say all that. But what I'm saying is position yourself, people of God. Position yourself and redefine your truth every day, where you belong. You can't always change your circumstances overnight, but you can change your approach starting today. You don't have money. That's understandable. What are you doing today for that? You are not where you need to be. Fine. But what are you doing today? There's some days that you feel overwhelmed. There's some days you feel overwhelmed. You feel like all your things that you're planning, they are not working. But are you giving up? No, you wake up, you keep going. You keep tweaking it, you keep finding a way, you keep redesigning, you keep exploring, you keep finding answers, you keep looking for people to talk to about your ideas, for them to give you feedback. I read one Harvard reviews recently, Harvard Business Review, one article talking about if you don't talk to people about your ideas, you don't get feedback to do it very well. This is a Harvard Business Review, and it's from research. You need to keep talking to people. They will tell you this one, they will tell you this one. And then sometimes you tell us if you change your mind, you're not changing your mind. Even if you change your mind, go back and rechange it. Keep tweaking, keep changing. There's something that I had a conversation yesterday. There's something that clicked in my ear, on my head. I was like, Flora, I don't think this is on your video. I said, yes. I had to go look for my vision billboard on Canva, because the one I said for my phone, it was taking my time. I went straight to Canva to go and check. I was already thinking how to take that picture and put it there. But who and behold, like, it's there. I said, okay, the universe knows that we are coming. So what are the reasons why we leave up priority, that we are not focusing? And it's not about being lazy, or it's been about unmotivated. Sometimes you are still in your survival mode. Let me do this one for food to come today. Let me do this one for food to come today. Let me do this one. Should I do this one? Should I do this one? I came home yesterday. I told my sister, yes, I know there is this one, but I've decided to be here, and I'll wait for them. I told her. I just came home and I shared. I decided to be here because that's a decision I made. And I'll take it one day at a time. One day at a time. It will come, but it will take time. But I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to wait for it. Yes, there is opportunity out there. There are other ones scratching you, but there's something about you, and it's on your vision board. Give the universe some time. And also reframe. There's something I'm learning every day, reframing my actions. So if this thing is not working, I find a way to reframe it in my head why it's not working. I'm not going to give anybody any reason to tell me this is why it's not working. I'm going to tell myself the reason. I reframe it in my mind and makes it look easier. And I move on. These days, I'm too busy to even look at my Instagram, to even think about anybody. Like, if I finish this call, I carry my laptop. There are things I am doing. Like, there are these things that worry me. There are things that you need to just keep going. And also, if you are stuck in people pleasing, you are always trying to please people. Why are you always trying to please people? Don't please anybody. Move on. Move on. Your life is not about pleasing people. Forget them. They will be fine. They will be fine. They will come around. They will come around. The people that you need in your life will show. That's one thing I believe. And the people that the fact, you see, that's why no matter what anybody tells me, you see, going through cancer was the best thing that ever happened to me. There are things I've learned that nobody will take it away from me. I don't care about people, because I've learned that people will disappoint you when you need them the most. And what do? You move on, because the universe will bring people who you actually need at that point in time. And that's what I believe. The universe will bring the people you need. So keep moving. You are controlled by expectations. There are so much expectation. Who is expecting anything from me? But are you paying my fees? Are you taking care of me? So why do you have expectations of me? Why do I bother? Why do I care? I'm not expecting anything. If there's somebody you want to reach out to the person. If there's something that you want to do, reach out to. So someone reached out to me from my former employment asking me a question. I responded nicely. I even went to my archive and found the document and shared. Move on. Even if you feel that person has done you wrong, what's your own? Move on. The universe will bring everything that you need. The universe will bring everything that you need. The people, the right mindset. Keep moving. There are days when you feel lonely. You feel everything is choking you. Acknowledge it. Cry if you want to cry. Pray if you want to pray, but keep moving. And then final one is when you are disconnected from your real why. What is your why? Let me even ask everybody, what is your why? And share in the chat. What is your why? Do you know why your why? If somebody should ask, why do you insist? What excites you? What excites you? I don't think there's anything that excites me most in this world than being in the classroom teaching. There's nothing that excites me in this world than being in the classroom teaching. That's what I dream about every day. That's what I think about every day. In fact, do you know that not even yesterday, I'd imagined, when I'm in my fantasy world, and I said to myself, what if a man wants to propose to me? Where would be the best place the person will propose to me? Do you know what I said to myself in the classroom? Like in front of my students. That would be the wow thing the person can do in my life. I've already fantasized that in my mind. Don't take me to Dubai. There's nothing that will make the whole meaning in my life than being like, it's so beautiful when I'm in front of my students. That's my world. And if you want to bring my world to me, bring it in my classroom. So if you know somebody who is eyeing me and is asking you, how do I propose to Flora? Tell the person this. In her classroom. That's her world. True. I'm telling you. There's nothing else. There is no other place. That's my world. True. I feel alive when I'm in the class, when I'm teaching. That's why I don't get tired of teaching. If I have 5 courses a day to teach, the last one will not suffer because I was tired. No. Just give me my water, put my water here. I can go all day without even eating. It's my why. That's the best place in my life. Just like I'm doing here. That's why all this, like doing all these virtual call interviews, video, they overpower because there's nobody to talk to. But I'm finding a way around it. Just hybrid. So, do you know your why? Please share in the chat if you know your why. What is your why? I'm giving us 2 minutes. What is your why? What excites you? Why? What do you think the universe? What do you think the universe would and God is asking you, what did you do? With all the talents, with all the energy, with all the things that I've said to you, what did you do with it? Would you say? Would you share? Or would you tell God? But you know now, Nigeria, you know how Nigeria is. You know how Nigeria did to me. Okay, there's a way they say it's in Nigeria. I can't remember. Okay, Nigeria happened to you, and you tell God, oh, Baba Jesus, Nigeria happened to me. And he will tell you the same Nigeria that people thrived, people prospered, people went to heaven from. the same Nigeria. You need prayers. Ask yourself, whose version of success are you performing? What priorities are you faking because you are afraid to disappoint people? What are you faking because you are afraid to prioritize yourself? You are faking. You don't want to disappoint people. You are behaving like this. See, this world is so simple. We are the one complicating life. Do you and allow people to breathe. Okay. We have 80 minutes. Okay, we'll still have time. Oh, can you imagine how you will be in where there is light, but then your battery is about going off? That's what happens in life. You have way, but you are not plugged into it, and you're about to die off. Okay. Any questions, any feedback? Anybody wants to share anything? Anything? Okay. So, please always share. It's good to share. See how I'm excited sharing everything about me. So nobody in this world will say that he doesn't understand flora. It's a lie. I am the most open person I've ever seen. Because everything about me, you know. So there's nothing to hide. Life is not too complicated, I beg. Tomorrow night, I will not be anymore. So when you go back to listen to these videos, I miss this woman. Wala plenty. Okay. So let's do a clarity compass. I don't know if you've done this before. A clarity compass. Let me put it in the chat. It's called a clarity compass. So you have 4 quadrants. You know how we usually have 4 quadrants. You have 4 quadrants, and in the 4 quadrants there are 4 things that needs to be there. The first one is non-negotiable values. NVPs. These are my non-negotiable values. I cannot compromise this. I talked about non-negotiable values when we did our vision board, if you remember. I talked about it. Energy drainers. Another quadrant is your energy drainers. Another quadrant is your energy givers. Another quadrant is your hidden desires. So the energy drainers, you already know what it means. Things that take away your energy. Those things that takes more than it gives back. So you are exhausted and it's not feeding you back. Energy givers fills you up, brings you joy, brings you ease, just like me being in the classroom. That's my energy giver. Your hidden desire, the things you wish you had more, or you feel guilty asking. You want more of these things, hidden desire. You want more of these things, but you feel guilty asking people. What will be my hidden desire? Because me, I can always ask. I don't think I have any hidden desires. What would that be? Okay, maybe if I think, I'll find one. Because these days I tell people what I need. You are the only one that will not answer me if you don't want to answer me. List the things that the non-negotiable values are things that you cannot compromise, things that are so particular to you. It could be your family, it could be your wellness, it could be your learning, it could be your classroom, it could be your integrity, it could be your beautiful ideas, whatever it is. Eba, we are not going. Nobody's coming. You've created boundaries here. Nothing will make you compromise here. They are non-negotiable. We are not going to have this conversation. It's just like somebody saying to me, "Oh, I don't know what would people, non-negotiable values, what would people say to me that, okay, somebody will give me to say before I don't teach. I don't know. I don't know what you want to give me. I'll collect that, but we'll find a way to make sure that I'm teaching. We'll tweak it. Even if it's, we'll find a way to make sure that we are tweaking it. So I'm giving another assignment, and I want us to end here today. I'm giving another assignment. Please do your clarity compass. Do your clarity compass and submit. Okay, don't submit. Come to the class on Friday with it. Tomorrow is our guest speaker series. So we have a guest in the house. I've not yet met the person, but hopefully today. But please come prepared. Reach out to be more people and let them be part of the journey. Your experience, let them be part of the journey. I don't know how many of us that are teaching all these things that I'm teaching. I've told us to please ensure that you're teaching your all these things that I'm sharing with you, that you are also teaching people. I think I've shared it. Please share with people, teach them, invite people, let them know what we are doing. And so I'm going to drop the assignments in the chat WhatsApp group. Yesterday I said I would drop something. Nobody reminded me. It's okay. She be me. I cannot kill myself. I've decided not to kill myself. There are things. If I'm not, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I cannot apologize to anybody about my time. My time is precious now. So if you want to get through it, so I'm already sharing it in the chat now, so I don't forget. I'll write its assignment for today. So that people will not say, I did not give. I gave assignment and I asked that you do it and come to class with it on Friday so that we discuss it in depth. If you finish your own and you want to share with me personally and you want us to talk about it, you can share on WhatsApp. And then we can find time and look at it if you wish. That could only happen on Sunday, because that's also the boundaries I'm trying to create with my work. It's only on Sundays that I would talk to people, except it's urgent. But these days, there's nothing like urgency again. I do my thing and I work with my time. And if you don't book on time, at least before Saturday or even before Friday, I want to ask Pastor, because I'm being intentional about the way I spend time, because I don't have it anymore. All right. I've posted it. Please check it out. And I'm also going to add the questions that you would answer there, just to make sure that everybody is in line. Please do it for you, not for Floral. I may not even remember to ask, or do it for you. Just draft 4 quadrants, put line in between, and write them out there nicely. Okay, so what's one thing you need to cut, and what's one thing that you need to cut? That's number 1. And what's one thing you must make room for in your quadrants? It's part of the assignment, so please do it for you. And then any questions before we call it a day? Any questions, any feedback, any response, any thing that anybody wants to share? Anything. You can also use Chioma's idea today and go through your LinkedIn page, go through your Instagram page, go through your social media pages, and make sure that people can identify who you are just going there to look. It's a good exercise. It's a good exercise. Let it not be good in your eyes. Give to somebody. Ask people to go and check your accounts and let them tell you who you are. It's a beautiful way to analyze your life. Thank you, everyone, and have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Please, let's come early. These days, we don't join the sessions early. We don't join the sessions early. We need to be starting at 7. People join at 7:05, 7:03. That's not cool. Please, let's be joining before 7. I'm always here before 7. Please join on time. And so we'll start at 7 because people online will be waiting for us. And it's not good that we keep them waiting. All right? Have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.